this is a make or break year for Reality Labs.
Okay.
What it tells you
They
is
pour a lot of money into Reality Labs.
and they're still going to lose another $20 billion this year. So imagine how high the stock would be if you put even a 15 times multiple on that 20 billion that they're losing. I mean, the stock would be easily 10% higher. But the fact that he said this is make or break year, which means this is not going to be a recurring loss.
That's
So
awesome.
either this year this thing takes off, or they're going to stop investing $20 billion. And I think so that's a positive for the market.
Google, they report earnings, I think, Tuesday. What do you expect to hear from them?
I mean, the ad trends seem to be solid. That's what Meta alluded to. Probably, I think both Meta and Google benefited from the TikTok uncertainty. Clearly, the ad dollars are moving away from TikTok as a platform. And I think YouTube should show an acceleration in growth. So search is where, everyone is kind of cynical about Google maintaining their 90% search share.
So how do you think that plays out? I mean, is AI, ChatGPT, and what is it when I go on my Google thing? It comes up as
Gemini?
Gemini.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Look, I mean, in the end, the search market is expanding. Because of generative AI, we will be searching for more things because the prompts are all over the place. So instead of going to google.com, there are prompts everywhere where we can do searches. Now, Google's problem is they have the 90% plus share. So I think volume-wise, there will be an impact on Google search. But what really is the big moat for Google is the fact that they monetize, just 20 to 30% of their queries. The rest are all free. And they somehow have a way to combine all their family of apps data, whether it's Gmail, Maps, all the other apps, and show you the most relevant ad, which is why, their ad pricing is way above everyone else. To my mind, that is a moat that's hard to break. All these, LLM offerings are subscription-based. Nobody is really penetrating or hurting them on the ad side. Maybe Meta. Meta said they will get into search via their WhatsApp platform. So Meta could be a competitor in search ad dollars, but everyone else so far is kind of going with the subscription offering when it comes to LLM searches.
The extraordinary ubiquity of Google search is not new to anybody who has a phone or a computer, but situated for us in this moment where we have a new administration, 2 weeks in. Looming large is this Department of Justice case against Google. Speculation about Chrome being spun off. What happens to all of that? How do you see that? How does the company see that in the context of this new administration?
So you're right. If there is one big risk out there, it's that Department of Justice case to divest Chrome. And if that happens, I mean, we're talking about an easy 10-15% hit on search ad revenue.
Yeah.
Because in the end, on the desktop, they are getting a lot of data through the Chrome browser, even though they're not charging for it. I mean, that's why the search is so effective. So it will hurt them. Now, our base case is, the Department of Justice will see the competition now for search. And there's no way you can say Google is a monopoly. I mean, look at all the competition we were just talking about from LLM players. And so from that perspective, it's hard to argue, even though they may have had a monopoly in search, but it's hard to argue they have it now and going forward, given all the competition. So there will be some remedies. Probably the one that Google has suggested from their side, now I don't know if the judge will accept or not, is the exclusive arrangements they have with Apple to be the default platform and the payments they make to Apple and Samsung. Maybe that goes away. But actually that could help Google because when it becomes a bidding mechanism, no one else is going to bid $20 billion to be that default search. And so Google will still be the default search and the $20 billion could be all gross margin.
Interesting.